Good morning, everyone. If you are watching this after the fact that I am live, then I would like to say good morning. My name is Maddie, the Tarot Gamer, and every Sunday I try to do an all signs reading for the week. We go from Aries to Pisces. We draw one card at a time. Good morning, Queen of Glam Tarot. I just saw your post or your story about those, like, tarot card earrings, and those were fucking fierce. And I want them, even though I only have one ear pierced. But I still want them. Let's get some shuffling going. If it looks like I just woke up, it's because I did. So, you know, it's a Sunday. It's freezing in Ohio. It's like 15 to 20 degrees. I'm not going outside today. They're great. Yeah, they're amazing. They're super cute. I really like them. Alright, get a few more shuffles. Like a few more. Alright. So just so y'all know, I don't do reversals, so I just do the card as it is, right side up. Oh, thank you. I actually only have this ear pierced, and it used to be a gauge, but I haven't had anything in it in like 3 years. So, if I decide to get earrings, I will definitely let you know. Thank you. Alright, so let's start. Again, we don't do reversals. We're just going to do right side up. Alright, so we're going to start with Aries. Aries, your card today is the Sun. Nothing but blue skies and happiness for you today, girlfriend. Make sure that you embody the energy that the sun gives. Especially as a fire sign, you're bright, you're warm. Those are the best qualities of, like, Aries. And let your confidence kind of shine like the sun does. But don't do it in a way where it's blinding people. Do it in a way where it's helping people, where it's healing people, where it's encouraging people. You know. So there you go. Aries Sun, all good stuff for you this week. Taurus. Here we go for Taurus. Taurus, the Fool, again. We had this, excuse me, I think we had this 2 weeks ago. Either last week or 2 weeks ago. The Fool, Taurus, do something out of your norm, out of your routine. Do something that scares you a little bit. Try something new. Don't do something that's going to put you in a bad position. Don't do anything that's, like, toxic. Don't do anything that would be against who you are as a person. But just try something small. Try something, like, fun and easy and light to do for you this week, okay? So, Taurus, you got the Fool. That's me. So I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna do this week. Gemini, 7 of Swords. You're sneaking around something, girl. And you are afraid of getting caught. You are looking every which way. You are carefully planning your next move. You might want to, figure out if this is really worth it. Asking a Taurus to get uncomfortable, for real. Tauruses hate leaving their comfort zone. They like their little den. But, it's a good challenge for the week. So Gemini, you're sneaking around somewhere. You're sneaking something. It could be a good thing. You know, it could be something to protect somebody. It could be for your safety. But most of the time, you're just being a little sneaky, you know. So figure out if what you're doing is really worth it. And if it is, then good luck to you this week, because somebody might catch you. Cancer. Cancer, you have the Six of Wands. Since Cancers are very emotional and they're a water sign, be careful that you're not creating too much steam with this card. And when I say steam, I say kind of like a mixture of like emotions. You want to make sure that like you're staying focused, and you've done a good job of doing that so far. Last week, I think we talked about like not getting too emotionally involved in other people's lives, because it's going to put a strain on your life. And so that's kind of where we're at now. It's like you've done that. You've accomplished that. You know, you may have not been perfect at it, but you can say to yourself this week, hey, I did what I was supposed to do. Take a little victory lap. Treat yourself to something nice. You know, you did a good job this week. So, Cancer, you have the Six of Wands. Leos, you have the Eight of Wands. Leos are very prideful, and they're very passionate about who they are, what they say, and how they act. My sister's a Leo, and let me tell you that she's definitely like that. Hi, Finn. Let me wave at you. How you doing, Finn? So Leo, what's said is said, what's done is done. You clicked that send button, you sent that email, it's done, girl. You may have said something that hurt somebody. It's going to be a while until you can fix it. Maybe you did something that was a little shady, or something that hurt somebody, and you didn't care because you were caught up in your pride. Well, you're going to reap what you sow, because you put that energy out there, and now you're going to have to figure out a plan to reconcile with those actions and those words that you said, all right? So this is a good time this week to figure out how you're gonna fix this situation, how you're gonna address this problem, okay? That's Leo. Virgo, you got the Seven of Wands. We got a lot of fire energy going on today. Virgo, Seven of Wands, you're going to feel like everyone's against you this week. You're going to be in a mindset, even if it's not true, you're going to feel like everyone is rooting against you. They want you to lose. They want you to suffer. They want to push your buttons. Earth signs, very stubborn, very rigid, rough around the edges. So if you're poking the bear, you know, you're going to get attacked. But that doesn't mean that every single person in the world is coming for you, but it's going to feel like that. So just be careful with people's intents, or their intentions, because you're gonna flip on somebody that doesn't deserve it. So just be mindful with who you're talking to, all right, and what you think your peers' intentions are, all right? So that's for Virgo. All right, well, now we have Libra. Libra, your card is the Five of Wands. There is so much fire energy. These cards are hot, girl. Libra, Five of Wands. You are just in a constant conflict with reconciling and trying to, what's the word? You're trying to justify like your actions, because that's what Libras do. They justify, they balance, they coordinate. So you're going to be in a constant self-conflict. All of these people represent your little voices in your head, right? Because Libras are air signs, they're very intellectual, they're very communicative. You're going to try and balance everything you can this week, and it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So Libras, what I recommend for you, just let the week unfold as it does. You know, not everything is going to balance out this week, but that's okay. So just remember. Just remember that. Cool. After Libra, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Star. We can take this card in a few ways. The first thing is like the big star in the middle. That's like a big wish coming true. So something you've been wanting for a while, something you've been hoping for, is probably going to come to fruition this week. So keep an eye out. If you've deserved it, then you will reap that reward. You will get what you have wished for a while. You can also take this as like creativity and a muse. Somebody inspiring you this week. Make sure if somebody's inspiring you this week, let me talk in complete sentences, then make sure that your ideals are matching, you're emotionally connected to this person somehow. It doesn't have to be a relationship, doesn't have to be sexual, could totally be like a friend, a mentor, a peer. Excuse me. So this is something you want to look out for. You want to be vulnerable to get the best results. You want to kind of put yourself figuratively afloat on top of the water. You want to be relaxed. You want to be suspended by something, by support. So this is definitely going to be a good week for you. And it's not a Wands card. We get the 5, the 6, the 7, and the 8 out of order, which is insane. Definitely a big fire week for all of us. All right, so after Scorpio is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, 3 of Pentacles. Even though you may not want to because your ego might get in the way, you're going to work with some people this week. And you might not like it, but you have to tell yourself that you do like it. Focus on the positives. Focus on the pros of working with others. You can collaborate ideas. You can inspire each other to do different things. You can even inspire yourself from other people and like their ideas, their beliefs. You think you know everything. You are that confident. You are that exuding of confidence. Not this week, girl. Humble yourself a little bit, and really try to listen to what your peers have to say, because they might open your eyes on something that you haven't considered, and that can drastically change how your week's gonna look. So Sagittarius, you got 3 of Pentacles. Caps and goats. The Hermit. You may have had a rough week. You may have had an instance that has drained you. Boo, eat your vegetables. In a way, maybe you should eat your vegetables. Maybe you should, take the stairs. Just listen to what your peers have to say. That's funny. Caps, Hermit. Take this week to rest and to reflect on where you've gotten so far. We're almost the first week done in February. We are the first week done in February. Today's the 7th. Reflect on how your week has been for the first month. Reflect on how 2021 has been for you so far. It's hard because we get wrapped up in so many different things. We don't have time to reflect. We don't have time to process. This is your sign where you need to process this week. You need to figure out what you're doing, because it's not only going to affect you, but you're going to be a guiding light for other people. People are going to look up to you for something. So make sure you can reflect, so if somebody asks you, you have a great way of explaining it, okay? Hermit for Caps. All right, Aquarius. My dad's an Aquarius. Temperance. Kind of the same as Sagittarius. You think you know everything. You think you have your path cleared in front of you. You think you are like the end-all be-all of intelligence. That is not the case. You need to keep working on what you're working on, girl, because you are not as perfect as what you think. And that's fine, because when you practice and you hone in on your communication, you hone in on your intellect, on your critical thinking skills, these will all be things that will help you every day in the future. So why would you not want to work on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, that's so silly to think that, like, you know everything. I know this is coming up very antagonizing. Hi, baby. Total Box is my fiance. I love him. Thank you for joining, Adam. We're doing your card next, sweetie. So, Aquarius, you think you know everything, but just take the second to just think and to work on your communication, work on your intellect, work on your critical thinking skills, okay? That's your challenge for this week. Oh, he's on a call. He can't hear. He's just listening. All right. Pisces. Okay, Pisces. 9 of Cups. I think you had this card last week again, too. So, pretty much the same message for this week. It hasn't really gone through yet. Be careful what you wish for. This is kind of like the smaller wish card because you have the genie in the front. And genies are not nice. Pisces, you get so caught up in your feelings, you get so caught up in your dreams and like what you want to do, and you're planning for the future and you wish it would just be that way. But what you're missing, which is the most important part, is the work that gets to that final dream, that final big picture that you've been imagining, right? You can't just wish for it to be there and then have it. What would be the point? Where would the effort be? Where would the journey be? Where would the process come in? You wouldn't learn anything. You wouldn't reflect on anything. It wouldn't fulfill what you were thinking about. So I try to take this card as like, just be careful with what you wish for. Be careful planning what you really want, because you will get it exactly how you imagine it. So make sure you have a plan. Make sure you know the details. If you're anything like my fiance, you have every single thing covered from A to Z if you want to do something. Do your research, figure out what you want, okay? So that's that. Let me get my Oracle deck. Hang on one second. All right. So we're going to do one last card from the Goddess Power Oracle. Excuse me. And this is just going to be a takeaway message for everybody for this week. Yeah, so I love these cards. So, like, the stock is, like, super tough, and the cards are big, and, like, the backs are decorated. Absolutely love these cards. One of my best friends, Jackie Roy, got this for me. Absolutely love her. She taught me, like, tarot and got me into it. Love her. So let's get these shuffled. I was gonna do the Dark Mirror deck, but I kind of want to have, like, a lighter, a nicer, constructive message, not a deep, dark one. So, alright. So this is for everybody for this week, alright? Thank you. I know, this is really pretty. Let's see. I'll show you the picture once we pull it. So this one is Aphrodite, Romantic Love. So let's take a look and let's read Aphrodite. Oh, I opened up right to it. Okay. The Greek goddess of romantic love, Aphrodite, represents a state of ecstatic being that she now invites you to cultivate within. You can experience the world as a sensual, expressive, creative being if you allow yourself the freedom to explore what this means to you. Perhaps this is a portent of a new partnering or a deepening of one you already have. Or perhaps this is a time for you to claim this aspect of your nature, which may have lain dormant for a while. Aphrodite invites you to fall in love with your life now and choose to look for the essence and expression of love all around you. By doing so, love will increase tenfold, and you will see the evidence of it everywhere you turn. This is your sacred task when Aphrodite chooses to aid and empower you. So this is all about love. Love yourself, love your neighbor, love your significant other. I think RuPaul says it best. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you're gonna love somebody else. And that's very much true. We project the way we feel about ourselves and the relationship we have with ourselves onto other people around us. So if the relationship with yourself is toxic and damaging, you're not going to get anywhere with other people. So this is your challenge, guys. Focus on loving yourself. Thanks, babe. Focus on loving yourself. Focus on loving the people around you. And you will see more love and happiness and connections with the people around you. And you'll see it in life. So that is our Sunday weekly reading. Thank you, everyone, for coming in today. Thank you, Finn. Thank you, Queen of Glam Tarot. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you, Adam, for coming in to support your mans. I will be streaming video games this week. I'm going to figure out what games I want to play. I might do a poll on my Twitter. If you haven't checked out my Twitter or my Instagram already, you can definitely do that. We do daily readings almost every day. And I usually try to stream like 3 times a week. So again, thank you guys so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. Stay warm, stay safe, and wear a freaking mask. Okay?